Okay, everyone, and welcome back to DDLC Purist. Now, once again, I profusely apologize for my lack of uploading lately. A lot of shit's happened. I got kicked out of my job. I'm basically, yes, I'm once again jobless. They said they couldn't give me a contract. I went to a meeting for some kind of job as a trash man. Yes, I know. Not the most healthiest job, but what can you do? There was nothing else being offered. So I decided to take it. They decided that I was not fit for that job either. So here I am, sitting once again. My jobless ass is once again sitting on my chair recording this for you guys. I feel more like MC than I have ever before in my life. But anyway, I also probably have trouble getting jobs in the future because of the whole demonetization, the whole, C-19 thing going on outside. So yeah, things are getting pretty hectic down here. But let's just move on, and I hope C-19 is not gonna get me demonetized. Please, for the love of God, for once I want to earn even just one little cent from one of these videos. Not that I'm financially struggling, just I want to see what it's like. That means I have to keep I have to keep swearing to a minimum. Oh, I can't promise you anything, so I'll likely still get demonetized. But I mean, you know what? Screw it. What happens, happens. I'll try for as long as possible not to swear, but oh right, I think something intense is about to happen, right? Right, that was a flashback. Yeah, something fell off, and I paused right at this moment, knowing that something crazy is going to happen. So I just got off of reading a Emmy fanfiction from Kato Shoujo, so I'm still kind of high on edge. So I don't know what this could mean. It had to have been around 3 a.m. at the time. Natsuki and I were asleep until I heard a loud noise along the lines of a thud. I turned towards Natsuki's side and saw that she rolled off the bed. I didn't think much of it initially. I thought she had another nightmare or something, and it happened because of her tossing and turning. To some degree, that was true, but it was what I found when I looked at her after she fell that I discovered a horrifying fact. When she fell, her shirt shifted in a way that her right shoulder became visible, and the final puzzle piece I had been looking for had finally appeared. Oh boy. You seen your bruises, nuts. This is not okay. This is not a correct. She looked up at me, albeit groggily. She had just woken up after all. Also, that music. I think I'm gonna try turning up the volume up. I need to keep my own volume, as low as possible as well, because it's almost 11 p.m. at night. That means my remote. Almost 11 p.m. at night. So, yeah, I need to keep it calm if I want to get this episode up. Natsuki? What's with that bruise? Natsuki! And here I am now, shocked and furious to see such a thing. I could spend the time coming up with a bunch of other possibilities explaining why she has that bruise, but there was no point. Everything already fit together. The thoughts run through my head. The reason why she has a bruise, the reason she came to live with me, the reason she acts the way she does towards her dad. There's no other explanation. Maybe I'm just jumping the gun, but this is the conclusion I have come to. Natsuki was hit by her dad. And it's the correct conclusion. If that isn't bad enough, the potential implications could be even worse. I feel dizzy. Now what? How do I handle this? It's not like I can ignore this. I was able to ignore it before, but that was because I didn't realize what was going on. I didn't realize the seriousness of the situation. But now that I do, I have to do something. Alex, this bruise... Don't bother. I already know. Natsuki has a guilty expression on her face. Are you mad at me, Alex? I think my voice for Natsuki is kind of similar to Emi's from Kato Shoujo, because I just got off of that game and I still need to complete the Rin route, but frick, that game is awesome. Almost. I don't have any excuses anymore. Before I hid it from you since I thought I was doing the right thing by keeping you out of this, but... I'm not mad at you. I wish I didn't have to find out like this, but it's not you I'm upset with, Natsuki. I'd say that we should discuss this tomorrow, but I don't think either of us feel like going back to sleep. I motion for Natsuki to get up, and she gets back in bed. Do you want anything to drink? You're hungry? No. Just, I want to get this over with. Natsuki's face is a continuous whirlwind of emotion. Fear, regret, and sadness all cycle through her at the same time. When did this happen, Natsuki? As I talk, I get back into bed as well. The comfort I got from laying down covered in blankets is gone now. Remember that day when I snapped at you and I said I hated everyone? It's not a good memory to go back to, but yes. After
After I ran out of the classroom, I headed home right after. Then I was having an argument with my dad as usual, and
I stopped her right there. Hold up. As usual? Does this happen often or something?
I have to go back a bit further to explain.
I feel bad for interrupting again, but I need to get the bruise out of the way first. Sorry. Go back to the story. We can talk about the rest later.
Yeah, so I was arguing with my dad, and then it escalated, and then...
Shows me her bruise again. Then you ran to my house, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't fully processed this yet. It's been over a month since then, though. Shouldn't your bruise have faded out by this point?
I don't know. I thought about that too, but I didn't want to tell anyone, so...
Again, we can focus on that later. I think I understand everything now, but I need to ask you more about the situation with your dad. Was it always like this? Natsuki takes a deep breath.
My home life used to be fine, or at least better. It wasn't amazing or anything, which has to do a lot with how tight our money situation was. My mom passed away early into my childhood, so my dad took care of me from that point on. He wasn't the worst father ever or anything. He got mad a lot, but not nearly as mad as he's gotten over these past few years.
Did something happen to make him more upset like that?
I don't know. Maybe he just couldn't deal with everything. Maybe he just couldn't deal with everything put together. Him and my mom were apparently married for 15 years before they had me. I think raising a child with his wife is too important for him to put into words. Our money situation's gotten worse recently too. We haven't totally sunk yet, although it has to be tough for him.
It doesn't justify what he did.
I didn't say it does. I'm mad about this too.
I sighed. This is too much to take in all at once. Maybe I really should have waited until tomorrow to talk about this, but it's too late for that now.
As the years went by, my dad started to distance himself from me. Well, it's more like he distanced himself from everyone. He can do that if he wants, but he still has a daughter to take care of. Occasionally making dinner isn't enough. I felt neglected because of it. It was like I did something wrong, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
Does he drink, Natsuki?
No, I don't think so. I never saw him drink anyway. As I was saying, I would argue with him a lot about how I was treated. It wasn't only neglect that was the problem, it was how he acted towards other things too. He had this perfect idea of what he wanted his daughter to be like. He was willing to give some leeway, but not enough to let me do things like keep my manga collection at home.
He wanted to have that much control over your life when he could barely take care of himself?
Basically.
Wow, the more of this I hear, the more I feel bad for Natsuki. What you have been going through is not how someone should have to live.
Because he wanted me to be the best daughter ever, that's what he taught me for years to do. He wanted me to rise above everyone else. And yeah, wanting me to be successful is one thing, but...
He didn't have to push it onto you as hard as he did, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't exactly him focusing on my grades either. I've never been good enough at school to be a straight A student anyway. He told me to be the best socially too, and to have the most friends. And even though it might not always work out, to make sure to try to talk to people. I never figured out what to do. I never wanted to figure out if I should take advice from him of all people. It didn't really matter though. In the end, I had a hard time making friends because I had trouble trusting people next to him.
My voice is actually starting to get a bit grating. This is actually grating on my voice a bit. I have not voiced Natsuki for so long. I can't even think right now. My mind is frozen.
Like I said, I didn't want to end up the way I did. Things just happened that way. Sometimes I try to be nice.
Yep, another typo, but
a lot of times I didn't want to show any weakness. I don't get why it happened that way, but it did.
Natsuki pauses, taking a deep breath. Remembering all this can't be easy.
I think the reason why he was so obsessed with me being successful is because of himself. I think he didn't want me to turn out the way he did.
Natsuki looks like she's about to break down. Regardless, there's something I need to know. Natsuki, do you still care for him? Natsuki thought long and hard about that question as she sat in complete silence.
A part of me does.
Okay, let me make sure that we're on the same page here. What your dad did to you is abuse. I need to make something clear. Another one of his actions was undeniable, unjustifiable neglect towards you. How do you fully feel about him? Just think of everything, Natsuki. I give Natsuki a few minutes while I wait for her to come up with an answer. of this is so surreal. It's like when you know something's wrong, but only later realize the extent of how awful it is. I think it's funny how this turned out. It's also kind of funny that I can't look up the music anymore like I couldn't get to a shoujo. It had underneath the pause menu would show like the current scene you're currently in, and it had a name for the like current scene you're in and the name of the music currently playing. I can't do that right now because if I do, you'll just get this. It's sad, but what do I do about it, you know? I'll have to look up the soundtrack later, but whatever, that's not the point. I think it's funny how this turned out. Not that kind of funny, but I'm talking more about how I came to find out about this. Oh god, I hope I don't transmit through the video here. Natsuki seemed bent on not letting me find out about the situation. She didn't always do a great job, but she continued to try hiding it. And then there's tonight. Because my bed is up against the wall, you can only fall off of it if you lay down on the left side. I was the first one to get into bed that night, and I laid down on the right side. So the only option was for Natsuki to lay down on the left side. If that didn't happen, she wouldn't have fallen off the bed, I wouldn't have seen her bruise, and I never would have learned the truth behind all this. I know I was trying to give Natsuki time to think, but a thought crossed my mind. Did your dad ever try to take his life?
Huh?
I asked if your dad tried committing suicide at any point.
He hasn't.
I'm trying to figure something out. You said that he distanced himself from everyone and that you think that it was because he was sick of life piling up on him, right? He lost his wife, his financial situation was rough, and so on.
I think so.
Would he have tried to take his life? I'm sorry if that sounds random, but it's something I was thinking about. He had to have some reason to live, wouldn't he?
Or you're looking too deep into it.
No, I think I'm onto something. Otherwise, it leaves only two possibilities. There was another reason he distanced himself from everyone, or he had no reason to live. There's nothing pointing to the first possibility, and I don't think it makes sense that there was, either. As for the second possibility, he hadn't even attempted suicide, right?
Again, you're looking way too deep into it. You can't tell how someone is feeling when you don't know them well enough. It's just not possible.
I also remember you suggesting that it was possible the reason your dad was so obsessed with you being successful was because he didn't want to see you end up like himself. What if he kept living for you? If it were true, then it would be a twisted, sick way to convey love when you look at how he treated you. But even with how angry I am at him, I can't totally ignore that maybe that was the situation. I'm even more conflicted now. There's absolutely no justifying his actions, and violence is never the answer, but maybe I really am looking at this from the wrong perspective. Perhaps there is no right perspective to this either. Again, what he did was despicable, but I do wonder. I can't believe I forgot to mention this, but this is the first time he hit you, right? That's what I've been getting from what you said.
This is the first time he hit me, yes. Back when he and my mom first got married, they agreed they would never use violence to get a point across if they ever had kids. I wonder how she would feel about all this.
Natsuki finally breaks into tears. It's been a long night, Natsuki. I'm proud of you for telling me all this. Yep, there it is. There's her full backstory. Her full reasoning as to what the fuck has been going on lately. Oh, well, looks like I screwed myself in the butt there. God damn it, I didn't even realize it. See, swearing comes so naturally to me that I don't even realize whenever I pop one. I think saying just one will be okay, and I hopefully won't get demonetized, but... Oh, who am I kidding? Of course I will, but I just do it subconsciously. I'm not even aware of my swearing half the time, so it just kind of happens. Natsuki struggles to speak.
It's not like I had a choice.
Maybe, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
How much longer is this going to last?
Natsuki cries harder. Hey, I'm your boyfriend. One of the things I'm supposed to do when you're having a hard time is to comfort you. So let me do that. Let me comfort you. We both lay down and hug each other. I hope it's not the Katawa Shoujo type of comforting. Yes, I am looking at you, Shizune Route, you dirty scamp. Think you could do that to me, huh? Just hugs and kisses? No, we're getting straight to the point here. But no, he is talking like the normal type of comforting, not the type of comforting. We both lay down and hug each other. It was the most personal, emotional hug I had experienced. I think even I cried a little. I mean, come on, a man can cry. What's the problem with that? There was no point to the alarm clock today. I didn't care what the Allergic Club was going to think or say, but we weren't going to school today. looking at Natsuki, seeing that she's still hugging me even while she's asleep, there's no way I could make her go to school. I'm expecting all the chores to come up and I'm scared. I don't want to leave her alone either, so that's just how it is. I'll admit I'm not totally sure about everything that was said last night. There's still many questions that haven't been answered, plus ones that haven't been asked, and we haven't figured out what to do about Natsuki's dad if we do end up making a decision either. Regardless, I said that Natsuki could stay with me as long as she'd like. It's not like I'd break that promise after this long. I think about getting up to make breakfast, but I can wait. I want to keep Natsuki company for as long as possible. Dozens of thoughts continue to swirl through my head. Roughly 10 minutes pass, but before I can drift back to sleep, Natsuki wakes up.
Huh?
Natsuki panics.
Alex, we're about to be late for school.
You didn't forget about what happened last night, right?
Yeah, but...
Even now, you're still pushing yourself. You have to rest, Natsuki. Natsuki looks as if she's about to fight back, only for her head to land back on the pillow.
Fine. I like you, you know?
A smile comes across Natsuki's face, which surprises me a little. I didn't think she'd be smiling in this situation. I like you too, Natsuki. We were dating for a reason, after all.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I say it enough. I'm kind of crappy sometimes. With you, I feel like I can do anything.
Natsuki pulls me closer and hugs me tighter.
So, stay with me, okay? Please.
I don't know if she's acting like this because she's sleep-deprived or exhausted or something, but I'm not complaining or anything. Why are you stuttering in your monologue? What the hell? I'll stay with you for as long as you want, Natsuki. Okay. What time is it? Unaware of what's going on around me, I check my phone to see the time. Almost 7 p.m. already. We really slept that long? Natsuki, are you awake? Oh, what's with the emotional music? It doesn't seem like it, the way she's still been holding me.
Huh?
Natsuki wakes up and rubs her eyes. It's almost 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yep. Natsuki tries to go back to sleep, which is one thing, but can things be swept under the rug this easily? What am I even thinking? Natsuki's been through more than enough. It'd be selfish to try to get her to wake up when she's fine with sleeping. And it does make me think about how I'm handling the situation in general. I've had no experience with what she's been going through, or anything similar either. Am I really qualified to give advice for this? And if not me, then who? I haven't asked Natsuki about her thoughts on counseling or anything yet, but I'm the person she trusts the most right now, aren't I? I might seem like I'm overthinking this a bit, but I think this is important enough for me for that to matter. What did that say? Hang on, let me quickly check. For that not to matter, or for that? Yeah, for that not to matter. What I say from this point forward could potentially change your life forever. There's a choice coming up. Maybe it could change mine too. There's a choice coming up, isn't there? There's a choice coming up, isn't there? I'm not sure I like this. There's a choice coming up, isn't there? I continued to sleep and woke up at around 11 p.m. I don't think I've ever slept this long before, actually. Natsuki's up this time too, though as I turn over and see her reading some manga. Hey. What do you say the time was? 11? Yeah, 11. Yeah, 11. AKA the time that it's about to be if I don't hurry this up. She turns her face to me with a sliver of nervousness in her expression.
What?
Can we talk? Natsuki looks as if she wants to put it off, which I can't blame her for.
You're probably gonna bug me until I say yes, so...
Natsuki puts the manga down and puts the bed's blankets closer to her. Both of us are on the same page about the situation with your dad, right? But that creates another issue, which is figuring out what to do about it.
Why do we need to do anything about it?
What do you mean?
Like I said, why do we have to try to fix it in the first place?
Is she even wrong? Does there need to be a solution? Well, do you still care for your dad?
I do, but I'm happy living the way I am at the moment.
Am I getting myself into something that ultimately isn't for me to try to change? Do you think you'd be happy if things were patched up?
Maybe I would be, but I don't want to take the risk to find out.
Am I going in circles thinking about this? I want to help Natsuki. She's so important to me, and I love her so much. But I have to question if this is okay for me to do. I don't think she's ever actually asked for my help with this, has she?
Can we at least talk about this later?
I don't know if we should. Yeah, this is giving me Emmy vibes, actually. Wow, it's kind of weird. I know not Emmy. I know Kantama Shoujo came out like years before this game. Like, I think, yeah, 5 years before this. So I'm kind of feeling like Dan may have done some creative borrowing and borrowed some character concepts from Kantama Shoujo. Not as in everyone being crippled. I mean everyone having issues, and said issues kind of being reflective of sort of the girls. Like, this is kind of reminiscent of Emmy. I mean, then again, maybe Emmy's just a tsundere and it's just a kind of blanket statement, but frick it. I'm not going to risk another one. I'll be honest, I'm extremely unsure about what I'm saying right now, but would things be the same if we let this go? Would things be the same the next time we can go on a date? Like I said, I don't know what we should do about your dad. I just think it's going to feel weird if we don't do something.
I guess I think the same thing, you know? I thought about it a lot when I first came to live with you. Remember how tense I was back then? And I learned to let it go, I guess. Eventually started dating you, and here we are now. There's no problem with us living like this, is there? My dad doesn't seem to care enough to talk with me anyway.
I was thinking about that, actually. What's up with the times we found her dad in the public? He didn't speak to Natsuki, but he did ask at one point I was dating her. If that's what you want, Natsuki, then I'll respect your wishes. I'll admit that I'm still curious about a lot of things, but as you said, there's no harm in the way we're living. If you want to put this aside for now, then that's okay. Natsuki hugs me.
Thank you, Alex.
Natsuki has been so sweet lately. That's probably because she's speaking to her boyfriend, but living a healthier environment is probably influencing her too. Maybe it's okay to end things here. We're both happy now, so maybe it's fine to leave it at this, since I don't think anything bad will come out of it. Right? Why do I feel like a choice is coming up very, very soon and I'm not going to like making it and it's not going to be easy to make it? I know things won't stay like this. I know something is going to happen. I know there's no way this is over, but until then I'm going to enjoy whatever happens next. There's no point in being anxious about something that hasn't happened yet. In other words, it's time to relax. I can't relax because I'm just anxious as frick right now about when the choice is coming up and how hard it will be to make said choice. It's been a while since I learned what was going on with Natsuki and her dad. As it turns out, it was easier to let go of than I thought it'd be. In fact, I've been looking forward to today.
Alex, wake up!
Oh, Jesus. I'm awake.
Good. Happy Valentine's Day.
Natsuki pushes a tray of homemade chocolates towards me. Thanks, Natsuki. The chocolates all have different shape, as if they were made with the uniqueness in mind. I pick one up and take a bite, experiencing one of the best chocolates I've eaten in a long time. Oh, this tastes great. Nice job.
Yeah, I tried.
Natsuki tries gathering her courage to say something.
So,
Yeah?
since it's Valentine's Day, shouldn't we, go on a date or something, too?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Duh! That's as far as I got, actually. Where should we go?
Well then, alright. That's a good question. We stay here for a few moments, having no idea where to go from here. I'm going to save at the next choice because I'm not going to risk anything. You know that place we go into picnic sometimes? There's a lake near that. That would be a nice place to relax at.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'll be waiting then, I guess.
Oh god, why do I feel like the choice is coming up very, 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 very soon? We spend the rest of our day normally until nighttime, at which point it's time to go. Well, I'm finished getting ready. What about you, Natsuki?
I'm ready. Are we to get going or what?
Why did they wait until night? Yeah, let's go. Why do I feel like they're going to run into the dad? Natsuki and I walk out of the door. That music doesn't seem to think so, but that music has tricked me before. Natsuki and I walk out of the door and meet the cold air of the night, along with the light breeze complementing it. From there, we head to the place I have in mind. Once we get there, I realize that maybe my idea for a date location that I came up with on the spot wasn't so bad after all. The water is gorgeous, the moon shines down on the lake, giving it an amazing amount of light considering what lake time it is. We both sit down on the edge, arms wrapped around each other as we stare into the moonlight. Man, this place is beautiful. Not as beautiful as you, of course. Smooth. Very smooth. Natsuki looks disappointed.
You're just looking for cheesy stuff to say.
To be fair, she's not entirely wrong. Yeah, but it doesn't stop her from being true, does it?
Well, I'll accept the compliment. Just because I complain doesn't mean those are my only feelings, you know that.
Wait, did Alex say that or did Natsuki say that? Yeah, Natsuki said that. I thought it was Alex. I gave Alex a girlish voice.
It wasn't a serious complaint anyway.
Natsuki goes back to small smile, which I take.
It is pretty cold though.
Natsuki puts both of her arms around me instead of only one. Yeah, sorry about that. Should have brought a blanket or picked an earlier time.
Guess there's not much we can do about it now. Guess you'll have to warm me up as punishment.
I'm cold too, Natsuki. You're not going to get much warmer with what you're doing. You're just looking for excuses to hug me.
No, I'm not. Baka!
I grin. Whatever you say, Natsuki. We stay like this for a couple minutes until I bring up something I remembered. Hey, Natsuki?
What is it? I'm trying to concentrate on warming up.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, those chocolates you baked were pretty good. They got me thinking, though. Remember that time we first went grocery shopping?
It's been a long time since then, Alex. I don't have to think about all the previous dates when I'm right here.
I know, but I was thinking about why we went shopping.
For food, probably. I think that's why people go to grocery stores.
I believe you bought cupcake supplies, though. When I asked you who or what they were for, you said I'd find out soon enough, but I don't think I ever found out what they were for.
Oh, that!
Natsuki sounds embarrassed.
Did you already figure it out? I thought it was obvious. Are you trying to get me to call you an idiot on purpose or something? You already know I usually don't mean it. I don't get what's so attractive about saying it.
Wait, usually? Wait, usually? Does that mean she sometimes means it? I genuinely don't know. I don't like jumping to conclusions like that.
You're going to make me say it, aren't you? If it makes you happy, I was going to make them for you, idiot.
Ah, okay, in hindsight I should have figured that out a long time ago. How come I never got them then?
You already forgot that whole terrible home life kind of ruins your desire to do anything for anyone thing?
I'm dumb. Yes, you are. You are a very dense. You are the definition of dense, my guy. Not that that's a bad thing, because I love you all the more for it. You're such a cute, adorable little dope. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up.
Yeah, I'm used to it at this point. I used to say that you said weird stuff sometimes, but I'm starting to think you're weird in general.
What's that supposed to mean?
As I said before, it's not a bad thing. Natsuki quits hugging me, looks at the leg again. At least your taste in date locations is okay. Well, I've been able to get some practice after all. Alex?
Yeah?
I wonder what life would have been like if I never met you. Actually, I don't want to think about what life would have been like if I never found you. I know it'd be bad, though.
Putting it into perspective, Natsuki's right. If she never met me, she wouldn't have had any place to stay after Dad hit her, and I don't want to think about what life after that would have been like either. Would she have had the courage to ask any of the other club members for a place to stay? I don't think it matters now anyway. I'm so glad I'm dating you. Would it be annoying if I said that for the thousandth time? Maybe it would be, but it wouldn't change anything.
I still don't get why you're dating me. But I can't deny that I've had a good time dating you, too. A great time, even. Whatever makes you feel better or something.
I think it's kind of cute how you add or something or I guess whenever you're saying something nice to me.
Well, you know what?
Even Natsuki doesn't have any comebacks for that. Oh, okay. Great. See, told you there's gonna be choices. 3 of them, in fact. Yay. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna fucking save. I'm gonna save right this fucking instant, my boy, because oh god. Okay. Okay, as much as I would love to end it right here and call it quits and have you guys decide, I know you guys probably don't care enough to actually make the choice for me, and I have to do it myself right here and now, so, can I break the ice? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck, why are you doing this to me, game? Why are you doing this to me, game? Why do you give me 3? Just give me 2. If you gave me 2, it would have been way easier. Do I shut up? Do I ask how she's doing? Or ask her about her favorite date? I think I leaned towards this one earlier. Or, well, I think this might be the one to lead to the good ending, but... Oh god, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I think this might be the last choice. Oh fuck, if I pick the wrong one here, I might send everything crashing down. Favorite date? By the way, Natsuki, what's your favorite date we've had?
I never really thought about that, honestly. They're all pretty okay.
Yeah, I've enjoyed all of them too. Kinda makes me wonder what would be the perfect date, though.
I might have something in mind for that.
Wait, really?
Later, maybe. Something I've kind of wanted to do for a while, but we'll see.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh well. And so the night continues like this until I check my phone and realize how late it's gotten. I hate to say this, but we should get back home now. Oh god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I hope I picked the right choice. If I didn't, then I'm just gonna go straight back and pick another one. Natsuki stares into my eyes.
Do we have to?
I stare back. We can stay for a little longer, I guess. Okay, this is getting really romantic. We are not going to be interrupted, are we? Please don't tell me we're about to be interrupted. You know what? Screw even bringing that up. I'm going to enjoy the moment and nobody's going to stop me. Oh, right. Natsuki's still here.
Good.
I can always make time for us to be together, you know?
Yeah, that makes me happy.
Oh my god, my hand is shaking. Our face is leaning closer. I love you so much, Natsuki.
So do I, Alex.
Starts leaning in. Our faces are so close. Could this be? Suddenly stops leaning in.
Hey, about earlier when I said there's something I've been wanting to do, there's something I need to ask. Have you ever been kissed before?
At the moment, not even once. You?
It's the same here.
Our faces are even closer now. Ooh, both sharing their first kiss? Natsuki blushes.
Would you like to change that?
I don't see why not. Eventually, our faces can't get any closer. Suddenly, we're kissing. Nobody to interrupt us, nothing to bring us down. And man, does it feel good. I keep thinking the moments is going to be run by something, but it never does. All that happens is pure bliss. Once we're done, we both have a look of shock on our face.
Did we? Actually,
I think so.
okay, I'm just checking. We should do this more often. I liked it.
Natsuki seems like she's trying to stop blushing, but can't do it. I agree. I'll admit, I had a bit of trouble figuring out what to say, but whatever. My first kiss was great, though. I think this was a good day overall. I hope I picked the right choice there. I really hope I did. More time passed? Much, much more time.
Wake up, you know what date is, don't you?
I still gotta sit up, not fully awake. I think?
So I have no idea then.
I didn't say that. It is true, though. I'll give you that.
I'm not surprised you forget something. You forget, seeing as how you're never good at remembering, but lucky for you, I am. I still know what today is. It's been half a year since we first started dating. Duh.
I mean, like, the reason I wrote. Already?
Yep. Doesn't it feel like it's Doesn't feel like it's been this long, though.
Same here. So, like, it's actually been 6 months, right?
Yeah. I know you're probably shocked that you had a girlfriend for more than a week, but you know I'd never leave you.
I'm guessing we should celebrate later tonight then.
You're getting better at this. Took you long enough.
I try. You do? You do? Very funny, Natsuki. I'll think of the details later, but I'm tired.
You're always tired. We have to get to school anyway.
Yeah. It'd be redundant if I said school was boring as usual, so I won't. Well, you still said it. We did, of course, go to the Literature Club, though. As we walk in while holding hands, Sayori greets us.
You two look happy today. They always look happy, Sayori. Not saying that's a bad thing.
Well, it's been half a year since we started dating, so... Yuri picks up from the book she's reading.
Congratulations.
That's no big deal. Natsuki looks disappointed in me.
I think it's a big deal. The fact that Alex has a girlfriend for longer than a week is impressive.
Yes, Natsuki, you made that joke at home, too.
That was a joke?
Dang it, Natsuki.
Anyway, I think that's pretty cool. Congrats to the both of you. I remember when you two first met. I saw this coming, to be honest.
Did you, Monica? I don't think it was obvious we had feelings for each other at the time.
It was obvious.
Huh. Oh, I love that.
It was obvious.
Huh. Anyway, we're going to read some manga now.
I see. Have fun.
God damn it. Once all was said and done, Natsuki and I head back home. On our way back to my house, I see the silhouette of a tall figure dart across the bushes. Oh god, that's Natsuki. At least it tries to dart across the bushes. Once it realizes our eyes are on it, it stops. It walks a little bit forward enough for us to see who it is. Natsuki's dad. I've seen him multiple times before while I was with Natsuki, and he never interacted with us much. She would glare at him, and that seemed to get her thoughts across just fine. This time, though, I noticed something about his hand. He was clenching his fist, which wasn't a fantastic sign. It was quite a terrible sign, actually, but I feel that speaks for itself, and I'm kind of panicking at this point. Oh god, oh, this seems like the more important... Oh, Jesus. Do we fuck off, or do we confront him? Oh god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh. You're gonna punch me? Am I gonna be killed or something? Oh god. Are you just... No. Oh god. I'm gonna do what I think is right. I can't run away from this forever. Hey you, what are you doing? I didn't matter though, because he runs away anyway.
You're not going to go after him, are you?
I don't think there's any point in chasing him. It's clear he doesn't want to talk. Which is nice, since it benefits my health and since I don't get killed. In the sense that I don't get killed.
Yeah.
Oh, another choice that didn't seem to matter. Well then. That was pointless. I still decided maybe, like, it sort of affects something. Like, literally, look at this. Fucking look at this. Like, both of these choices didn't seem to, like... Well, may as well head home. I walk through the front door and take a deep breath as I sit on the living room couch. Your dad seemed a bit,
angry?
That's a word for it, yeah. Not really sure what to do about this.
I don't think they're going to murder you or anything, Alex.
I know, but...
But nothing.
Oh, the situation's a bit tense right now.
Besides, it's a special day. Should you take me out on a date since that's the point of dating and all?
Of course. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this right here. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna stop and I'm gonna quickly look up if I made the right choices because I think I might have screwed up and I might want to reload those. So I'm sorry, but I think I might have fucked up. And that's the last time I'll say that. So yeah, hope you liked that. Hope you enjoyed that. That was 2 choices I had to make in one part. That's just dabby dozy. Both of which I made on my own accord without any looking it up. But now I want to look it up because I'm just so scared. Alright, catch y'all on the flip side. Gel out.